uThermal, the green Terran. And in the top right, it's the purple Zerg with Warhounds, ATcm, Coolmaster, ThisGameSuck.
So yeah, I mean, wouldn't really expect to see too much different out of ThisGameSuck. I mean, you'd expect him to do something similar to the first game, you know, hatch first, pool, then maybe look towards a third hatchery in the near future with some get speed up maybe. And you know, just from there probably just go into that kind of mutalist play, and hopefully not die to time this time. That's what I'm kind of expecting to come out of ThisGameSuck. From uThermal though, he definitely has the potential to kind of maybe change things up a little bit. In a couple of different ways, you know. I mean, you can again go back to them Reapers. I mean, he's already obviously going to do something a little bit different from that last game because he's not sending any SCVs on the map. So.
Yeah, I was keeping my eyes peeled on that mineral line of his, seeing what he's going to do. So I guess he's breaking the theme of the night, but I'm okay with this in favor of a more enjoyable game, to be honest.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. So.
Oh, there's the gas, though.
Yeah, there's the gas. So I mean, this could just, I think, very well just be Reapers again, most probably.
Yeah.
See why not? It's Reapers pretty damn good, right?
Reaper pretty good. I did like them better when they did massive damage to buildings, but hey, that's just me, I guess.
Yeah, I was like, I loved that, man. I remember the first time I played with him on the Heartless One beta, I was like, haha, I'm gonna kill your Deeper. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do anything with my Reaper. That's quite. But you know, I like what they are now as well. It's quite interesting how they've changed and adapted them, and it's good to see them actually being used a lot more nowadays.
I'm gonna scout with this SCV as the barracks completes. Probably not much of a point in walling in, as there's an overlord coming in to check what's happening. What would be really next level is lifting up this depot and hide it a bit in the back of your base. Just mess the overlord up a bit, like, oh no, he's proxying again.
Man, can you imagine that?
Oh.
That'd be mind games. uThermal going to come in and see himself. He's going to see hatch first, followed by the pool. So he's going to be quite happy with this. He's going to know what's up, and he's kind of just hiding in the back, checking around the back as well.
He's got two SCVs right there, throwing down. Yeah, there goes the bunker outside of. Oh no, wait, that's his opponent's drone. Oh, this is messing me up, man.
Right? It's so confusing trying to keep up with them. uThermal getting in on this nice little SCV placement on this bunker, but there's no pressure really behind it. A single Reaper is moving across the map. Is it going to go up? Yes, it will. So again, very, very similar play as the previous games, and it just keeps working. Like, these bunkers, they keep going up. These 10 players finding really good positions for that.
He's not being aggressive with it, you know. Once you have that Reaper and the bunker up, you can just go forward and try to pick off links one by one and try to do as much damage. Here, he peeks out for just a very brief moment. He knows there's a queen coming out, though, so I kind of forgive him for it, so to speak. But this is not the way we saw I'll do it, you know, to put it very bluntly. And yeah, now there's another Reaper. It might jump into base. No, it's just going to go directly for the bunker as well. But this feels a bit like a repeat of what we saw in the first game, where these queens, okay, they're just going to pick at this SCV, which you can put into the bunker. No, I think he might have misclicked, because you need to micro the bunker to actually bring the SCV inside, instead of just telling the bunker or the SCV to do that. So,
yeah,
bunker already being taken down.
These Reapers, it looks like they just want to get out. They're not going to bother coming to scout here. They're not going to check, right, what's up. And, you know, that's maybe a little bit of a mistake, but, no, pulling out of gas now this game. So he had 3 in gas still after he started speed, but now he pulled down to 1, so not too much going on. And these 3 Reapers just going to try and do whatever they can, of course. Get 1 drone. Do they get 2? No, not going to be greedy with that. We'll get another lane. And just, again, just poke around. There's another drone.
Nice picking off. This is what you need to do with these Reapers, I feel. This is what they're, you know, what they're good at, what they excel at, and not just sitting in a bunker picking off at a hatchery, which is not going to die in a million years.
Just responded very well. He moved his drones away. He didn't allow the Reapers to come up and like kill him. And the Reapers need somewhere to fall back to a lot of the time. So that bunker, it's a good concept, but behind the mineral line, yeah, I'm not too sure about it. I'd prefer to see it kind of maybe at the front, but then again, it's hard to actually get it up then. So
yeah. So we have Stim coming up for uThermal here, so he's going to go into that bio play once again. Adding on Hellions, maybe going to transition into Widow Mines in maybe a few minutes and try to hit once again with one of those nice timings. Keep in mind, of course, that the previous game he did do that off of 2 base, while his opponent was on 3 base, and holding 3 base on this map in particular is very difficult. So
Yeah.
a two-base push would be even more powerful than it was in the first game.
Problem with two-base push on this map though is it's so hard to get into kind of maybe the natural. But then again, of course, if you're trying to hit the third, that doesn't really matter. So maybe
Yeah.
if I actually thought about that before saying it. Bane and Nest coming down in a Roach one as well here, but not really expecting to see any kind of too much pressure. I don't think. I mean, we're only on 2 gases. We're not on 3 gases, so be surprised to see much pressure coming out of this. Though there is 5 roaches in the production tab, and we'll see if many more are to follow. Well, there's 9 roaches, so it looks like we could have a little bit of pressure about to come out of this game suck. And you know, I'm not too sure about this. I mean, it's going to be good against the kind of Hellion Reaper pressure which is coming across the map, but the mines are there. As soon as uThermal spots this, he's going to be able to say, right, I'll just get a couple more mines out, and defensively then nothing can really kill me, like, quite simply. However, he doesn't go and stay outside the natural. For the first time ever, he kind of comes back around, and he's not going to scout this at all. So he's already got more mines on the way, so I really think it's going to be too hard for ThisGameSuck to do anything here. But we'll wait and see, as uThermal, his units are at least going to be in position to defend at the natural.
Oh, just in time, by the way. I mean, otherwise... Oh, massive Baneling morphing in. But he's going to
Now
spot
he
it, though,
sees
with
it,
his
yes.
Reaper Hellion. Oh, not microing too carefully, losing actually 2 Hellions there. More mines out now, though, which is really good for uThermal. And we're going to see how he has to defend this. Trying to bait out mines. Successfully baits out
needs
one.
to be really careful here, and well, here we go, and well, the mines so far haven't actually been too great. Here come the rest of the mines, but they were a bit better, and Stim is now out as well. The Banelings don't really hit down on anything, and just a few roaches left here, and it looks like, yeah, uThermal's going to be able to hold on to this pretty easily, really. I mean, he's just waiting for a couple more Marines to pop out again. He's lost 2 workers.
Well, so much constant pressure, though, coming out from ThisGameSuck, producing so many more lings. No more Banelings, though, which is, I guess, fortunate for this game. I mean, for uThermal. And yeah, he's at least temporarily lost mining time in his natural, which is, of course, not something you want to have as a Terran. More mines coming out. Is ThisGameSuck going to actually commit to this?
Well, it looks like he might. He's got a lot of
he's going to
lings
get
here.
+1.
And yeah, getting the +1 is very important, and there's not really much uThermal can do about this. So uThermal, he's ahead in economy right now, but he's going to lose his +1. He's losing mine time on his natural. He doesn't have a 3rd CCL either, and of course ThisGameSuck, now he can drone. He's got so many units, he's going to be able to defend for a long time with them and take his 3rd base. So
Ooh, a drop coming up actually from uThermal. Very nice move while his opponent is being aggressive at his front. Even though Lings are, of course, some of the fastest units in the game, and they're actually already pulling back, so you might sense that something is up.
it's a nice idea, though. I mean, if ThisGameSuck had just left his Zerglings outside of the base, for example, then this drop from uThermal it'd be really nice. I mean, force them back, he'd pick off a few drones maybe or whatever. So yeah, right now he's going to come in here, check for this 3rd base, sees that they're not there, and he's going to try and drop in the back of the natural. But a Spore Crawler is already in position, and ThisGameSuck just well prepared for that.
Oh, uThermal spots it though, so he's not going to take any damage, and even his drop might have gone completely unnoticed. But yeah, in this stage we're really going to head back into the macro phase. There's quite a few mines up for uThermal, so he's not going to be able to be killed as fast in the previous game. But he does seem to be drawing a bit of a blank. Like, he doesn't have a very high barracks count, he doesn't have a 3rd CC underway yet. He doesn't have double upgrades, but so does his opponent, and earlier than he does. Drop in the top left, actually doing a bit of damage, and mismicroing his medevac, so he can't pick up his units anymore. Actually loses the entire drop there. I'm not sure how much he actually killed there, sorry.
It's a little bit of a shame, he didn't really get that much. The units were already in position. The drop in the natural right now is taking out a few more units, a couple of drones, but still not really being that effective. All it's doing is keeping ThisGameSuck on his own side of the map, while uThermal tries to get his 1-1 going again, rebuilding them engineering base. The 1-1 now halfway done, so he's going to be behind in upgrades. And actually, at the end of all this, I think both these players kind of come out very evenly, because ThisGameSuck, he committed a lot early on, but he's had time to rebuild an economy. And uThermal, well, he's been able to rebuild his army now, and really the economy rise, they're equal. Army rise, they're pretty equal to these drops. They're not doing too much damage. ThisGameSuck is able to deal with them pretty easily, and the only problem for uThermal now is ThisGameSuck has his 3rd base up, and he needs to do something about that, and that's exactly what he's going to do. This push out across the map right now with a very heavy bioforce and a few mines mixed in, might
Well,
be able to pick off this third base if ThisGameSuck is not careful. But he has a lot more than he had in game number 1 when this push came
yeah,
towards him.
this is an important push, but it's wow. Oh, he needs to burrow those mines in a better place, I feel. Investors actually.
Oh wow. Big
Any
mine
links?
is going to go off here. And, well, mine's
he
actually in
needs
a
to
really good position, I think,
If he
right now.
baits back a bit more, might actually get a very good hits off. There we go, big hits on this, on these. You know, I think this was actually a pretty decent trade here for
I
you.
think it's actually pretty even on both sides. The problem is, of course, these Marines will now die off. A couple of medevacs there coming out of nowhere. And, well, a lot of these mines are kind of stuck in the map now, and maybe just wants to try and find a way to burrow them, get them in the medevacs and save them, because otherwise they're going to get picked off. Although he's actually doing quite a good job there, picking off a few more units with their mines. And he's actually about to reinforce as well. A lot more Marines, a lot more mines coming across the map too. So
Well, these mines already helping out a ton here,
yeah,
taking on a lot of links.
a lot of lings indeed. And, well, reinforcing this push now. Can uThermal keep this pressure up? 20 supply ahead. It looks like it might be about to push in. And this infest is that the only infest on the map? Yeah, it is. And it doesn't have energy for fun growth even right now. So this game sucks in a little bit of trouble.
So careful. If he doesn't watch out, his army is going to be squashed by Ling. Oh wait, there's only Lings?
Yeah,
Wow.
there's only Lings right now, and a drop now coming into the main base. A few Lings going to be sent to deal with that, but uThermal will just slowly but surely get into this really strong position here to kind of shut down that third base and to pick it off. So I really like what he's doing here, using the mines positionally to stop his opponent from doing anything. And yeah, we're just kind of waiting to see how uThermal goes with this, to drop in the back of the third base mineral line now. He looks to be in a fantastic position, his own third base finishing up as well, and a lot of mines being used on single overlord. And
Well, Baneling's going in, triggering the mines. Big hits on those Zerglings right there. Or out of the mines have finally shot their load, and now, yeah, it looks like the force of uThermal is going to be finally cleaned up, but only for a very cost-efficient trade here for the Zerg. Losing a lot of drones here at the third as well, and the drop in the main is still going on.
Yeah, I mean, uThermal's just keeping this pressure up, kind of forgetting to drop there just momentarily. The problem is so much of his supply is in these mines, which are about to all get picked off. And that's a lot of mines to just all of a sudden lose, and this drop in the main base now going to be picked up and go over to the third base once again, try and do a bit more damage over there. And uThermal needs to kind of pull back, regroup a little bit right now, get his army up again and get ready to go, but this game sucks somehow. He's got an Ultralisk Cavern out, he's got 3 on the way.
Oh, big mine hit.
Wow.
No. Okay, not. Okay, there we go. Okay, wasn't that good.
uThermal's only on, unless I'm mistaken here, he's only on 1-1. He doesn't have an armory. His armory is only just about to finish, and that means that ThisGameSuck, he's going to have 3-3, while uThermal's probably still on 1-1, so ThisGameSuck, he's going to come back into this with upgrades massively very, very soon, and that can be a huge, huge problem for uThermal.
Yeah. You're absolutely right here. I feel uThermal's getting the upper hand here in engagements and harassment and purely micro. But on the macro side of things, he really seems to be, you know, just not as sharp. He needs more upgrades, for sure. He needs better production. And he needs a third base. And he's only getting it at the 19-minute mark.
Yeah, that third base is starting to go up. He's doing a good job. He's just forced to cancel on the fourth base to the right-hand side while dropping the third base. Picked off a few more workers overall, though. 22 workers killed, you know, that's good, but he's lost a lot of army in doing so. As again, Lings try and come in here and clean things up. Clean up a mine which manages to burrow.
So many mules at the third. Just dropped 8 of them at
that's
least.
That's
and
what
that's
uThermal needs right now. He needs this little boost of economy from the lack of third base. And he needs to start with fourth base pretty soon as well to kind of make up for how late his third base was. You know, to get that down as soon as possible. And right now we actually see an Overseer coming across to help clean up the rest of these mines. So, again, ThisGameSuck doing a nice job of just cleaning them up. And uThermal, he's still got drops out and around on the map, so he should be able to use these soon again if he would like to. And that's exactly what he's going to begin doing.
ThisGameSuck anticipating a drop in the main, moving his links there. Now back out into the natural, morphing a lot of banelings. It might actually be his time right now to go be aggressive, even though he's heavily behind in supply, which kind of surprised me, because if you look at the unit stat, there's 32 Marines out and a whole bunch of mines. Actually, only 8 of them in 10 Marauders. So, a supply difference, I'm kind of surprised. It should seem like the Zerg should be up in supply, but he's kind of not.
Mine is going to burrow in at the third base, and it explodes on a few workers, just misses out, and again the Queen as a drop again cancelling the fourth base, and that's what uThermal needs to keep doing, forcing cancels on the fourth base as this drop trying to come back in behind the Bayonet nest and drop right off there, but
dropping the third as well.
Not do too much, yeah. You know, doing a good job right now, but ThisGameSuck has got Ultralisks out, and can uThermal fight that army? It's 3-3 against 1-1 for another 100 seconds. ThisGameSuck has a huge timing with them upgrades and with the army that he has right now.
Oh, Fungal on the Medivacs, probably going to end this aggression here right now. He might have to unload. No, he's not going to bother and lose this drop. Yeah, you're right. I feel uThermal, if he had kept his upgrades up to par, he would have been in so much better position. Of course, his bio is and his micro and his drops is what's pulling him through. But yeah, maybe he can try and hit a timing with his 2-2. But already we see ThisGameSuck moving out with this big Ling Ultralisk army.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to go in here. Mines starting to come up, and well, can these mines do enough damage as ThisGameSuck just runs in? The initial mine's not really doing too much, and the 3-3 against 1-1 is absolutely huge right now. uThermal supply is dropping very, very quickly. Now the supply is almost even up. In fact, ThisGameSuck taking a supply lead, and uThermal look to be in such a fabulous position, but the upgrades, just something you couldn't neglect, and this is ThisGameSuck hitting at just the worst possible time right now.
Yeah. Amazing timing here by him. Long overdue, I could say, but you know he does do it and just ransacks through uThermal's third, which is still alive. But his drone count, or should say his SCV count, has dwindled significantly. Keep in mind though that ThisGameSuck only has 45 workers of his own, so it's not game over. But uThermal is definitely in a tight spot.
Yeah, definitely, and well, at least his 2-2's finished now. The problem is he doesn't have money to start 3-3 of his own, so his main is not mined out, his natural is more or less mined out, so he needs to defend this third base, dropping off a couple of mules there again. uThermal just trying to rebuild, but fourth base is finally going to get up for ThisGameSuck, because uThermal just doesn't really have the units to drop anymore. He needs to defend this third base, and by doing so he gives up the opportunity to kind of shut down his opponent's fourths, and well, he sees the army here and he backs off. He knows he can't just run into that and fight it. He needs to be in the best defensive position possible with mines and so on. Which again,
he doesn't want to fight it, but he's going to be forced to. So many banelings going to roll in at this point, taking out quite a lot of the forces of uThermal. Supply once again dropping dramatically, having to pull these SCVs away, where they will probably be slaughtered by the impeding Zerg forces. Well, actually, all of the infestors here being caught out by the Marauders, which is a big hit to the Zerg, army. Lynx finally deciding to chase these SCVs anyway, as well as the Ultra. So, giving uThermal a bit of breathing room, but yeah, it's turning into a very low economy game at this rate.
Yeah, definitely, and I mean, uThermal is definitely starting to fall further and further behind. 17 SCVs to the 50 drones. You know, it's really getting too tough for him. There's no real way. He's going to try and hit this fourth base now. But I mean, just look at his army. It's just not there. I mean, maybe if he'd had his third base for a little bit longer before the Zerg decided to attack again, maybe it's all what ifs and buts. But doing a really good job here, picking off infestors without any fungals really going down. But the ultras are just too strong for him right now, and it's just too much. And
manages to boost away though. Actually managed to recoup from that fight pretty well, even though he did not manage to kill the third or any significant amount of drones at this point, putting him at a significant loss in terms of economy. So yeah, right now he has this somewhat broken army scavenging around the map, trying to find a place to mine, while his opponent is comfortably mining off of 2 bases right now. I really feel this is not the best position for uThermal.
I mean, uThermal is going to see this army now with this Medivac, which is could get fungal, but I don't think it will, because there's no follow-up to the fungal growth. But I mean, uThermal is half the supply of his opponent. He can't land a third base. There's lings at all of the locations. He's trying to long-distance mine. The lings are now even burrowing, which is just kind of the worst possible situation ever. And well, again, he's going to double drop up to the third base. Maybe he can get some damage done here. And he's going to try and drop the fourth base at the same time, but
he needs to focus the hatchery. Wow. He's going to get it, and now should really pick up straight away.
He does get it away, so he takes down the third base, and he got cleaned up at the 4th base, and well, the problem is he's still not really mining. He's now trying to mine around that link that command center landed as far away as possible from the minerals. And ThisGameSuck, he just needs to group up his army and go kill off this base again, kill off them last few workers. And I don't think that's going to be too far away, as well, here comes the Lings, and immediately them workers being pulled away, but it's just not going to be enough at all. Ultra's coming in as well, the Infestors backing them up, and uThermal doesn't even have an army. He's like trying to fly around with a single medevac. He's got a mine at the front. It's going to have to be the most cost efficient mine in the world to make this happen now. It really
Unfortunately,
is.
I have yet to see a mine one-shot Ultralisk at this point.
That was as close as it was ever going to get, as it killed off about 20 things, but
uThermal being forced into his base, trying to take the fight at his ramp, which is arguably the best position for this army to take a fight against the Ultralings. Banelings flying their way through this depot, and as the Ultras and Lings make their way into the base, charging after this small marine medevac ball which is still left. I think we're going to see GG out from uThermal very soon, trying to fight valiantly, but you know, it just wasn't meant to happen. He takes down the 4th actually, so in terms of economy both players are still in a disastrous point, but he doesn't have anything to kill these 10 Ultralisks, I'm afraid.
Yeah, and well, if you don't have anything to kill Ultralisks, well, that's it. And I mean, uThermal just trying to do whatever he can, but GG, well played.
GG, well played.
Tapping out of that pretty intense game, probably the longest game of the night, and what a good one it was.